Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and yes, after 72 games, after several days of doing this mission over and over and over and over, this is the best way to actually be able to extract all 50 personnel for this mission. Now, this is a very different mission if you can't already tell, or if you haven't already been able to experience it. There are bots everywhere, multiple striders, you name it, but this one requires you to basically work a little smarter and not as hard as you would for any other mission. Now this one we're going to use a laser, a smoke screen, believe it or not, I know I gave smoke a lot of shit, smoke grenades, as well as the big 380 barrage and the jetpack. And unfortunately, this was the very last mission for the major order, and I literally spent not 2 hours trying to find this mission on other planets, but this is pretty much the last bite the apple we can do with this. And so here we'll basically right off the bat throw our resupply as well as our jump pack and go ahead and smack the first button and shoot that down with our gun so they can go to the extraction faster. They're going to grab our jetpack and then fly over to this very last one, and as soon as we do that, we're actually going to activate the grenade glitch, which basically means you can throw multiples without a limit, because honestly this was the only method I could find to actually beat this mission. This mission is, honestly, I'm serious, the hardest mission I've ever done on this game, especially solo Helldive. But the key to this is, as soon as they spawn in, you're going to go ahead and throw a laser where the first bot drop is, as well as a smoke screen on the center of the map, then go ahead and activate your grenades as well as smokes on the right side of the map. That way it gives you somewhat of cover so they can't directly fire you as soon as they land. But you see, I'm still going to smoke this out like Cheech and Chong and go ahead and open this next one. The goal here is to basically try to get at least 17 to 18 people in, because you're going to see why here in a minute. So now we're going to see that one's still loading. We're going to get our jetpack and then fly up through the corner right here, and this should allow us a direct access to the very next part. So we're going to slap that button up. As you see, they're slowly going toward the middle. We're still going to throw some smokes out, and this should give us enough time to at least get 17 to 18 in there. Once we do that, now is where the circle begins. But before we go, we're going to throw a 380 on the center of the map. So whenever we do leave, those bots that do decide to stay will somewhat be at least taken off or just eradicated just a slight bit. And so right now we're going to basically do what we did with the bug mission. I never thought in a million years I would be running another circle for a bot map like this one. But believe it or not, having to pull all of them out is pretty much what is key on this. For the longest time, I thought, well, what if I could just, try to fly them all out in the center and then just try to camp it all out and then just use a bunch of my stratagems. But you really don't have enough time to do any of that. This one just really basically requires you to circle around the entire map. Not the entire map, but a portion of the map, just so where the next part we do want to enter in, the bots will basically be open, and then you will be allowed to open the rest of the shuttles. Now, if there's anything about this mission that I'm probably not a big fan of, is the striders. Now this one, I don't really recall how many striders we had because I was literally running the circle on this, but the striders, literally a few matches I had about 7 to 8 of them, literally just walking across the whole map. And with those bad boys, they can pretty much snipe you from anywhere. Not to mention the other bots that can either land on cliffs or even get stuck on top of buildings. That is what makes this mission such hell. But as you see here, we're going to still run across the side, and we keep looking at our radar. Mostly because on our radar, we basically see where the first 2 doors are. So as long as we can get those 2 doors open without having too many bots around us, that should give us at least 6. But by the time we at least go to get to the 3rd door up the incline, that should allow some of the bots to still be trying to catch up to us on the other side of the map. So as you see, we're going to do our first circuit, and we're going to throw in a smoke screen on the center because those bots that are on the other side won't be able to snipe us. So we're going to just throw this to kind of cover up a little bit, and then throw a bunch of smoke grenades, because that is what is key on this. Now, say what you want about using this grenade glitch, but it is pretty much the only thing that I've found to make this work. Like I said, I've tried multiple ways, and this is the one that I pretty much found before the major order was ending that would be the most feasible alternative. So now we're basically going to activate this third door up the incline, and hopefully we get 6 to 9 of them. I mean, we had 17, 18, we have 22 now. We could get like maybe 25. That would actually be amazing. But I'm going to run around on this side, and you see on the map, I keep looking, that is pretty much where they are all lined up. And so we're kind of treating this like, again, like the bugs in a way, just putting them all in one giant circle, except this circle is kind of going to be a mixture of an oval to I guess sometimes like a half a circle, because some of the bots actually don't move. They actually get stuck on one part of the map, whether it be behind a rock, or just they just randomly decide to cluster up in, you know, like parts. And so we will run into some of those, but right now we're still going to do our circle and then jetpack whenever our jetpack is open. I did find out whenever you're using the jetpack, actually it does take a bunch of your stamina off, and the more stamina you have when you activate your jetpack, the farther it will go. I know sometimes I was using the jetpack, it literally would like hardly any stamina. It would only jump me like maybe 4 or 5 feet and would actually look kind of miserable. But right now, as you see what we're doing, we're still doing our circle, and we're still kind of shooting the bots that are catching up to us. Kind of like on the bugs, you have the hunters that like to come up. Here we have the bots that have the jetpacks, and then the occasional ones that, you know, decide to stay on cliffs and then jump out at us. But other than that, we're still, like you see on our map, we're still running around and then trying to find out the best route that will open up for the first 2 doors. So as you see here, we're very carefully watching this and trying to see where exactly they all are, because sometimes if you have the Hulk or the ones that fire off the multiple rockets and you have light armor, those two do not mix. You will easily be shot, like 2 or 3 shot, and then either flamethrowed or just meleeed with one of those swords by one of the skinny bots. But again, as you see up here, we're going to throw another smoke screen. So we're going to throw that up there, at least toward the heart of the map, or towards one area of the map to where we can get enough cover. And so once we do that, we're going to throw a lot of our smoke grenades essentially over to the center behind that one to really make it thicker. That way when we do run across, it will add a little bit more effective cover whenever we do open the third door. So you see we're running up, we're slapping that one. They are starting to fire at us, but not as much as it would be if you did not run the circle, to say the least. And we're going to throw more smokes right there. Again, this is similar to how the bugs are, except with the bugs, instead of firing all of these off, I was literally doing a bunch of napalm as well as cluster strikes. So as you see here, we're still aiming towards the center of the map to have a little bit of cover just for the evacuating people, or we could say like the staff, or whatever you want to call them. As you see here, we're almost dead, but we're about to stem up, but we're still trying to get as many people as we can each and every round, because that way, by the time we get to the next round, it will be less and less and less, and the more closer we get to have toward the mission objective. So now we're at, what, 33 out of 40, or not 40, out of 50, so now we basically need, what, 10, 17 more. And so when you effectively have 3 doors with 3 people on, you effectively basically have to do them all about 5.5 to 6 times. At least, correct me if my math is wrong, but 6 circuits on there. So now we're basically doing again our circuit, and you see here on the map, they are starting to pour up the top where we are. And as you see, as we keep looking at the map, that part where we do open up for the first and second door is open. So effectively, we're just going to keep looping around. And then one thing I do love about the stratagem or the smoke screen, you can actually use it and have just enough time to be able to use it again whenever you come back around for your next circuit. So it's super clutch, as well as using the smoke grenade glitch, because like I said, this was pretty much the only thing that I found would work on solo, especially because this mode was definitely not designed for someone to do by themselves. I mean, I've been in multiple squads to where 4 people could not get it done, much less having one person just using a bunch of smokes. So this, give me whatever, say whatever you want about this, but if it works, it works. I mean, you don't have to use a grenade glitch. It's something that I thought, well, whatever it takes to get it done, and we got it done. And so as you see here, we're still running up the side of the map, and you only see about, what, 6 or 7 of those bots still in the middle. And so, oh my god, did not see that there. So now we're going to try to spawn in, but we're probably not going to be using our backpack, because having to run across and get it is not really ideal, especially because time is of the essence when you're doing this mission. By that I mean bot drops are always constant. That is one thing that makes this super difficult. Also, the types of bots that are dropped. Like I said, the Striders are instant game killers. I like to call the Striders as the stalkers to the bugs, because you just can't get away from them. I mean, you have the cannon on top, you've got the guns on the face of it. It drops bots right under its thorax, so it's ridiculous. But as you see, we're opening this door right here, and we're going to still try to throw some smokes if we don't get shot too bad. So we're going to run up here and then slap this next door, and then we're going to throw some more smokes. Like I said, I have never thrown so many smokes in my life until trying all of this, but it is what it is. And so now we're going to run and slap the third door. And then we're going to turn around. We have our 380. We're probably going to throw it in the center of the map once we allow a little bit of a reasonable time for the ones to get across that are from the first and second doors. So as you see, we're pretty much doing damage control, letting this laser just absolutely go to work. Because the laser is one good thing to have as far as cleaning up all of the nuisances, I guess that's what you want to call them. So, as you see here, we're still throwing some more smokes, and then going to try to do 2 rounds on this, especially because we have a little over 4 minutes left, and all we need is 10 more. And so we're just basically trying to get as much as possible, because it takes a good bit of time to circuit all the way around, and then just wait for all your stratagems to go. So while they're all here, we're just going to just blow them all out. So now we have, let's see, 41, 42, 43. We're getting just 7 more, 2 more doors. So let's blow these guys out. Those guys look like they're stunned. I'm not really sure why. But let's try to run up this incline. Oh my god. Yep, they're all starting to come in now. Alright, 45. Oh my god, we need 5 left. Let's just go ahead and throw a smoke screen. Yeah, might as well. We have like literally about 3 minutes left. See, we can run back around. Oh my god. Come on. Let's see. Oh, yep, there's the Striders. So they're coming in now. Let's go ahead and, should we throw this 380? But we really don't have enough time to really do another circuit around. Shit, okay, so let's go ahead and dive. Come on. Alright, oh my god. All we need is 4 more 1.5 doors. Just gonna run around this side. And essentially just go straight for it, because there's really, like I said, not enough time to just do ahead for another whole circle. So let's go ahead, get this jump pack out, because I'm telling you, this jetpack is clutch. I mean, especially for movement. I've never been one to use a jetpack until here lately, especially doing the evacuation missions. So let's go ahead and pop this baby out. Let's go ahead and UAV this. Alright, so they aren't on the bottom, but they are on the top. So that is kind of concerning, but we literally don't have that much time at all left. So we're just going to go ahead and go around this one rock, and then just go balls to the wall straight in. So let's see what we got. I don't see any up here. We do have some time, but really not enough as much as I want. Alright, so we have... Alright, we can do this. We just need 1.5 doors. Let's see. Alright, let's look. Alright, we should be good. At least temporarily, but we have to do at least 2 doors, and they are all by the 3rd door. Alright, so let's go ahead and smoke that one out. Let's throw some of these down. Alright, here we go. Let's pop that one open. Alright, smoke the hell out of this. Okay, where's this other door? Oh my god, it's so dark. Alright. 3, 6, all we need is 4. Alright, oh my god, let's so we can smoke a little bit. Come on, let's open that up. 48, 49. Alright, 1 more. We just need 1 more. Let's see. Oh my god, that guy is absolutely flaming the hell out of him. I'd use his barrage, but I don't think... Nope. Oh my god. Let's smoke it. Come on. No, we're slowed. I gotta wait on this door to open up too. Alright, let's maybe go to this side. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. 50 seconds left. Alright, we got 2 lives left. We just need one more freaking person. But as you see here, this strategy is pretty potent, not gonna lie. I mean, you could easily get this done faster, but as you see here, we are kind of making a little bit of a detour compared to our circle, mostly because we're very low on time and we're kind of panicking, but this is a pretty solid method, so if you want to use it, just more power to you. So let's see. Oh my god, yeah. This is... If we get all 50, I will genuinely be shocked because there's just way too much shit going on. And all we need is just one more person. And... let's see. Yeah, this is chalked. But... and as you see here, the computer is actually frozen. Believe it or not. So... we're just going to literally just be sitting at this screen. But either way, thank you all for watching. This is a pretty viable method to do this mission. It's super difficult. Like I said, if you want to use a grenade glitch, more power to you. If you don't, obviously you don't have to. But this is the way to get it done as far as running a circle and everything else does. But thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing all of you in the next one.